Hello, y'all. Hope everybody doing okay on this Sunday. It's a quiet, peaceful day. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all been listening to some of the videos and doing if y'all don't have to get it from me or try to line up your pyramids. See, another thing I want to say about that, my pyramids that I make, they not flashy looking or whatever. I could make them that way, but I make them a specific way to your liking in a way, because half the ones these people buy on Amazon and stuff like that, they look good. But it's not about, it's the energy of the person who made that. Anything you get, that's why I buy from specific people. I could go to the store and then just buy all these devices for way cheaper than some of these people in this community or in the community sell it for. But it's not about that. It's the energy behind that shit. I don't want no bad energy on something I'm gonna put on my neck or something I'm gonna sit in my house. You know what I'm saying? Because that energy could be just off. And then they making them. They're not making them with a specific intent. They're making them to make money. I'm not making it to make money. This spiritual shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the intent behind it. It's not just all about money. Because if you making something just to make money, I just make a whole rocket of motherfuckers and just sell them and be like, fuck it, take this one. I'm saying, take that one, take it. No, I want your input in it for your energy, and I'm not giving you no negative energy with your shit. It's gonna throw off the whole balance of your house. Just like food. Everybody don't eat everybody cooking. You know what I'm saying? Cause if you go to somebody's house, you just see them cooking. No, it be somebody, not somebody you beefing with or nothing, or somebody you don't like or something. You just be like, no, I don't want nothing to eat. Cause the energy was like off a little bit. And that could affect you. So you gotta be careful with the same thing about the spiritual game. Bad energy vibes. These people with this energy giving you all this spiritual shit, giving you these jewelry. I remember one day we was going through a mall, and it was this was it a black guy and a white girl? I think it was a black guy and a white girl. They were selling crystals, and I always said I wanted a big ass fucking clear quartz, and they had a big ass fucking clear quartz. So I'm picking up her energy when she was trying to sell it to me. I had the money. She was telling me how much she was selling it for. So when she said the price, it was up there. It's over $200 something. I think she said like 3 something or something. Then some just told me, no. It ain't about the money. Don't fuck with that energy. Don't fuck with that energy. Some told me not to fuck with that energy. It wasn't because they was white. You know what I'm saying? Because I could take all my shit to a spiritual store, set up shop, and sell it. But I'm telling you, my intent is still different. You know what I'm saying? You could explain to me all day. Oh, it's for this, it's for that, it's for this. I already know what it's for. but the attention that I picked up off that shit was just off. So I have to say no. And it was beautiful. It was a beautiful stone. Even though I could have still cleared it, and you know how you clear stones. Some people clear it in salt water. I think they say one of the best ways is sea salt. Stuffy out here. Sea salt, water. Let the sun charge it up. I make sure every crystal that I get, I throw it directly in the sun. And I got a moonstone on now, and I had this charging in the moon. So I'm just trying something out real quick. I'm not gonna keep this on though. Just gonna keep it on tonight. And then I've been so calm, like everything that is said, the energy that is for and things that is for. Shit, I should have been. I rigged this little thing up. You can't see how I rigged it up. It's an actual raw stone, and the way I rigged it up so I could with copper and put it around my neck. But I'm not gonna keep it on all day. And it's already nighttime now, but I only had it on for a couple of hours. But shit, since I put the shirt, I've been calm, like stress free, like I say, all that. And I would sit here and tell you what every fucking stone is for, but a lot of this stuff is common sense. Like that's one thing. Like some people, like, you know, like when I'm listening to certain people's shows, or I'm listening to like a lecture or something, and this lecture could have been in the game for a long time. You had people that been listening for a long time that would ask the most simplest shit. But the shit on Wikipedia, they ask the question, say the lecturer might say it wrong, and then correct them in the chat. Like, nigga, you asked the question, you could have just Googled yourself. That's a waste of time. We need to stop doing that shit. Like, if you knew and you don't really understand and you don't know that this shit is on the internet, that's different. But fucking kids know this shit on the internet, dog. So, come on, man. We gotta step our game up, man. I step out game up with all these teachers. These niggas is throwing down knowledge. That's why I'm not gonna sit here and do all this super studying shit, cause it's already everybody saying what they need to say. The only thing I'm gonna study and find out more information on is mental health. That's my lane. Everything else is not my lane. Man, I might put up a video about it, but like I told y'all before, that's just my opinion. But I'm not gonna step in nobody else's lane and then debate them. That's not nothing. Well, I'm not debating nobody. You will never hear me debate nobody. I don't even care if they come at me with a mental illness thing, talking about you're not mentally ill. I could prove to you that mental illness don't exist and all this. Nigga, isn't that basically what I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it don't exist. I'm saying it's a spiritual side of this shit that people ain't getting. This shit is more spiritual. That's what I'm saying. But if some people will sit there and say, I can prove to you the mental illness don't exist or it's made up, and they can say all that all they want and pull out all types of books and whatever. But what is that doing for you? What is that really doing for you? Cause still gonna be motherfucking mental ill people in this world. So are you trying to prove to people that's not mentally ill that mental illness don't exist? Or people that come down with mental illness trying to prove to them that they don't exist? Because you're not curing none of the people that's mentally ill. So that's what I'm saying. Or anything. When people debate other people, what are you, like, is you changing any minds? Because not the going on the people that debate, but at the end of the debate, is the people that's listening to the debate, is they in watching the debate because they want to know more knowledge, or they just in there to say, oh, you won because that one point you said was powerful right there, he couldn't come back from that? Is that what you doing? or is you actually like? Because if you in the fucking debate anyway, you supposed to be having your pen and pad, so you could be learning this shit. It's not just who says the hottest shit that you never heard before. You like, oh, you got him. Like, come on, man. We missing the point. We missing the point of all this knowledge. What the fuck is the point of having all this knowledge if we just gonna argue about it? I'll wait. We just gonna sit there and fight about knowledge? And I'm not talking to nobody in particular. I'm talking about anything, any subject. That's why I like what Bobby had said. That's why I like what Panic had said. It's like it's no point to debate this in a way with what they teach. It's no point, and that's how I feel. Like it's no point to debate. Like either you into it or not. Why you gonna sit there and listen to lectures of somebody for like 6 hours or 5 hours or 4 hours and then sit there and be like, man, I want to say something, I want to comment? What? Out of all the 6 hours of listening to it, you hear a couple of things you don't like, or you hear something you don't like, turn the shit off with the point you don't like, or take what you like from it and move on. That's what we're doing here. We supposed to take what we like. I don't agree with 100% of what a whole lot of people say, but certain points of what they say, I take the knowledge and then I move on. Because if you just gonna sit there and just wait for the next lecturer to come out or the next hot nigga, and you sitting there waiting for him so you could agree with everything he said and then ask other motherfucker lecturers questions about that person, well, what you think about him? Like, what doesn't matter what that lecturer think about him? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what everybody's doing. Well, he said this and he said that and you say this and you say that, so what that mean? Like, I get it. I used to be I never asked nobody no shit like that. I never came on the show and did that, but I felt that way before. But it's not a popularity contest, man. It's about you. It's about you as the individual. It's not about, like, it's some people say we shouldn't be reading books at all. It's some people that say we need the books. It's some people that say we should get past the books and we should be doing this and doing that. And there's some people that just want to ride nuts. They just ride nuts. Oh, it sound good to me in your spirit. Okay, it sound good to you in your spirit, but what? So it sound good to you in your spirit. You been doing any work, or you just gonna keep waiting till I put out videos and talk? Or not me. I'm just saying in general. You gonna wait till the next person put out videos and just say shit about shit without looking shit up for yourself or reading shit up for yourself? Is that what you gonna do? Because it seems like we got some we are growing as a people intellectually. We are. Cause shit, I mean, I don't know. I wasn't into the circuit or the information back in the 90s and nothing like that. I got in it. I told you after my homeboy had committed suicide, I got into it because I wanted to figure out the meaning of hell and heaven and all that. And video games helped me get into it. Curiosity, always being a curious motherfucker. Oh, I got the perfect person pulling up right now. Oh my gosh. And I'm on the right part of why this ignorant nigga say he don't want to know shit, he don't care, and how is it gonna better his life? I mean, that's him. I won't say that. I wanted to chime in, but I don't want to argue with this nigga, so I'm gonna just keep going. Like, but what are we doing though? Or we just gonna sit here and just wait?
Oh shit.
Or we just gonna sit here and just wait for Jesus? You know what I'm saying? Cause that's what a lot of niggas think could go happen. Jesus gonna come. You know what I'm saying? We just waiting for Jesus.
You got another?
Shit. Nigga, I wish. I got 2 left.
Get one to talk shit with you.
You wanna talk shit?
I said I'm gonna get one to talk shit while we drink.
I mean, go ahead, cause I hold on, let me press pause. But yeah, that's what it is. Like, no matter how you look at it, especially like people just coming into the knowledge, most, I ain't gonna say 90 or 80%, cause a lot of people don't go to church, but just the way they program you with movies and different types of entertainment and anything entertainment, they still program you with that Jesus concept. That concept is in everything. So you still have that concept looking for a savior. And
But nah, hold up, pause real quick. That they want to talk to you.
yeah, got sidetracked.
No, he's in the house.
So what I was saying, I think I was saying the Jesus effect. I should name this shit the Jesus effect, because we have a Jesus complex. You know what I'm saying? We got that mind state to always just run to the next hot nigga or whatever, and take on this ideology like he telling the truth until he say some shit we don't like, and then we bashing him. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna be really agree with each other 100%, because it's your reality. Especially like you just supposed to take what you want and move on, or like take that a little advice that somebody might give you and then you on to the next. You know what I'm saying? Just if you gonna do that, oh, maybe they might still stay relevant or whatever and can put stuff up and still interest you. Okay, eat the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? It's knowledge. It is not a popularity contest. This is not a popularity contest. Oh, he touched my soul. What he say? He touched my soul. Or what he say? He be on point. He touched my soul. So yeah. So damn, I got sidetracked again. But like, I hear people say shit like, how's knowing this information or knowing anything about this information going help me in my personal life? I said, nigga, it's gonna make you a better person and not the fucked up person that you already is. That's how it's gonna help you. And you never know. You know what I'm saying? You don't even give it a try. And that's not for me to try to make them try. I'm like, if you don't want to listen, don't listen. That's your judgment. That's you. You gonna have to deal with that at the end of the day, not me. You know what I'm saying? Because I got in this for knowledge, and that's all I seek. That's all I seek, is to know more. No, just know. I didn't get into this to say, oh, that point was good, so now I like you. So now I'ma just follow you no matter how crazy the shit you say sound. That's what most people are on. It's like we got many cults around this motherfucker. I ain't saying nobody's names, but that's what it seemed like. Nigga, you say something against that little mini cult, nigga, they gonna ride on your ass. And everybody gonna agree without even hearing your information or why you think that shit's a cult. Not a cult, a cult. C-U-L-T, like, for real. Niggas are bang on you that don't even know the nigga that's bringing out the information. They just, nigga, how dare you go get, because they don't do their studying. They use that person and hold him high up on a pedestal with that because he's doing the research. So they just believe whatever he say, no matter what, no matter who it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's wrong. we don't that shit won't have nothing to do with us. Like we won't sit there and be like, all right, I know that shit probably sounded a little crazy or what he just said, but I gotta agree with him because that's so and so. You know what I'm saying? And I told you I'm not banging on nobody on here. Whatever they do, they do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying for you as an individual, if you just getting into this shit and you learning shit, do not use the Jesus effect. Do not do the Jesus effect on nobody. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be following nobody. And it's hard in the beginning. It is, because what people might be saying to you might be damn right, true to you. It be true to you. But then how far, what if they just start doing some outlandish shit, like, or say some outlandish shit that you know damn well you shouldn't be doing, and you just go with it just because that is that person. Like, you know your spirit telling you, man, like motherfuckers that just could say some shit and they just be playing with your ass just to see how far you will go. And niggas that go that extreme just because. You can't bang on nobody teaching. And I won't disrespect no elders. I don't give a fuck what they said, and if information changed and they got it wrong, to them that's the truth. That's their truth. I might not have to agree with that, and I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? But I would never disrespect them, especially now on no public forum. I keep that shit to myself. A lot of niggas go out here and make videos about other people for clicks. Disrespecting the shit out of people that been dead years before them. That's not what to do. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? These niggas will grow up on the motherfucker, listen to that video, and all of a sudden turn on them, and just have a whole nother different opinion after using all that motherfucking knowledge that they were saying before. That is insane. That's why I said mental health. We are mentally insane. You know what I'm saying? And you can't tell nobody they crazy. Motherfuckers, especially in the world we living in, that's wild. It's fuck. The wild east, west, north, south, whatever. It's wild. It's getting wilder. You can't do shit. Like you can't diss somebody. You can't say, look, I dislike your song you just put out or whatever. Not just to rob us, to anything. Like, I just like that. Nigga, how dare you? Like, niggas will go wild on you. They'll be ready to fight. Like, goddamn. It's not that serious. Somebody come out and say they dislike me, I'm like, okay. But that's my opinion though. I might, and sometimes in these videos, I'm not gonna fake, I might get some of the information wrong or forget some shit or don't say it. I know what I said, because I even go back and try to make after I listen, try to make corrections and shit. Some people don't even do that, but I do be peeping sometimes. I say something wrong on the information about a name or something and try to go back and correct it. But that's just a lot of waste of time too, because you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? You know who I mean and what I mean sometimes. Just get the information, get the whole point, just the whole point. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't searching for the point, they just searching for, hold up, I can't believe him because he just said this was that and this is that. Okay, we make mistakes, we all humans. Especially this shit ain't as easy as you think, you know what I'm saying? I thought like, yeah, I could be a YouTuber, I could get on here and say this, nigga, y'all hear me? You know what I'm saying? I be forgetting all types of shit. I be on a motherfucker video talking and just go blank like that. You know what I'm saying? That shit'll hit you anytime. It's like stage fright. I never did this shit before. I'm not a talker. I'm a talker around a group of people I know. Like, if you don't know me, you won't hear me. You won't even say shit. You come around me, I ain't saying shit. You just think I'm just a nigga with dreads or whatever. You won't really hear me say nothing. I don't talk around everybody. But yeah, that's what it is. Like, we need to watch out for the Jesus effect. And I think that's what I'm going to name this video. Because a lot of people fall for the Jesus effect. And everybody's no one really is safe from the shit. Even if my folks never went to church, my people never went to church, they didn't even go and all this, you still in effect for the Jesus effect. Because when you don't look at it, you might not look at Jesus as your savior. But you going out here looking at niggas ain't your saviors either. That's even worse. These niggas are fucking lie to your ass. But then some of them they be genuine in their heart. It's telling you their opinion and their point of view, and you just might get swept up. So, but that's why I say it's your path and it's your way. And I just came out the blue with this shit. I did a video earlier. I ain't know what the fuck I told you. I went blank. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about Spawn and shit. I ain't had shit to say. But this just popped up. Like, I guess it was some spiritual shit. So it had to come out. And to a lot of people, they be like, oh, no, you just babbling. Alright, to you. But if you've been around as long as I've been around, you know what I'm talking about. The Jesus effect. I don't want nobody to take me as the Jesus effect. I told you I'm going to spit game about my personal experience with what I'm doing and giving you the information of what I'm doing, and you take that. If that helps you a little bit, if it don't help you, if you could use it to help somebody else, that's it. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. You just take what I said, but do not glorify. Like, don't. Ain't nobody your savior. Put it like that. You your own savior. Hands down. And if you want a savior, go to church. Go to a religion. Join a group. Do all that. You know what I'm saying? I never was the group nigga. And then the fucked up thing about, you know, when you're in school and shit, you gotta be you gotta join up with your classmates and shit. And y'all gotta do a project in class and shit. I was always the leader. I had to be. And the teacher used to always do it. Like, I'd be sitting there, be like, I don't want to be the leader. I don't want to be the reader or the leader. I do the drawing or something. I don't want to. And then the teacher be like, you have to be. And I'm like, why the fuck I always have to be the leader? I hated that shit. That was some spiritual training type shit. And it was every grade I was in. For some reason, I always, because if the shit failed, I would be responsible, because the leader would be the one responsible while he couldn't get his team together. And I ain't like working in groups. You know what I'm saying? I told you I was in an isolation technique. I was sitting by myself, away from everybody in class, and my grades was decent. And I had no problems. I didn't get in trouble and I was quiet. But when it did that group shit, no. I hated that. And it was like a routine. It happened every year. It was like a routine. And that shit, because my name was first. I always had to get picked first. And I hated that shit. I hated that shit so much. I was like, look, why the fuck I always gotta be the leader, or always gotta be the speaker or the presentation or whatever? Why I always gotta be picked for some shit like that? I do not want to do that. It's always something I didn't want to do that end up happening that I had to do. Especially that lead role. I couldn't. But now I know why. It wasn't for me to be a leader to nobody else. It was for me to be a leader to myself. You know what I'm saying? That's the way the spirit works. It's training me for myself. Do not follow. Because the leader, like if it was probably a project that I wasn't the leader, that leader gonna snitch. Oh, he ain't do his job. Like I was the leader, like, look, I'm telling them what to do. If they don't do it, that's on them. But I'm like, nah, man, fuck that. I'm trying to get a good grade, blah, blah, blah. But then you got some of the people that was the leader in other groups around the classroom. They snitch. They snitch on, he wasn't doing this. We told him to do that. And I'm like, oh, y'all some fucked up leaders. Y'all throwing y'all people under the bus. And that's how the life is in the world like that now. Don't we throw our own people under the bus? We working with our people and then we throw them under the bus. Don't throw your people under the bus. That's a fucked up leader. And I'm not trying to tell it, like, be a leader to yourself. But if you got people around you that's listening to you and they kind of follow every word you say, let them know how this game work. You know what I'm saying? Do not throw them under the bus. Well, that nigga. I mean, because everybody should be responsible for themselves anyway. Some people don't want to be responsible for themselves. Your kids is not really responsible for themselves. That's different. That's your child. You should be responsible for your, like, shit going on in the world where your child do some grown up shit. You don't want to face no time or do no time for what the crime or whatever your fucking child did. Come on now, you know that. And you're not gonna say it was because of bad parenting. You gonna be like, oh, they got lost along the way in the system. It's the system. You gonna blame somebody. You're not gonna blame. You gonna blame you gonna blame rap. You gonna blame his friends. You gonna blame his father that wasn't there, or his father that's dead, but he's doing it. You gonna blame everybody but yourself. Everybody. That's what I'm saying. Everybody got a little flaw. I understand that. Because some people didn't come down here to be leaders. Some people came down here to be followers. Some people came down here to just turn on their niggas. Some people came down here to be leaders or whatever, or trendsetters or whatever, doing their own thing. But some people just came down here just to be walking around and just going about the motions and shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta see, you gotta know that's why I say you gotta know your path. I know your path. Everybody's path got different directions. I might go a little longer in this one because this one is an important one. Because there's some motherfuckers that's Christians right now and they probably hear some shit like this. I ain't throwing jabs, sorry, but they might hear this. Oh my gosh, we need them. Like all the leaders we done had in our past, and we failed them. I mean, some of them failed themselves, but a lot of them, we failed them. Because even if they did and came and went, what did we do after that to try to better ourselves as a people? I know we shouldn't be in groups. I mean, but then I say I know we shouldn't be in groups, but then why? Sometimes I say why sometimes. I mean, I think like it's not more like groups. It's more like what people start to say, like a community in a way, or a tribe, or I ain't gonna say gang, but like that mentality. We all on one objective. How about that? That sounds better. We got one objective to do, and everybody do their job. Everybody do their job. We all here to do different jobs, and if we click together in a certain way and everybody do their job, we will be okay. But see, that's the thing. Everybody want to be chief. Don't nobody want to be an Indian. Everybody want to be the leader. I made this up. I said that. I'm the leader. I did this. I mean, I understand, like, we do have to follow until we can lead sometimes. But, it's crazy. It's a tricky situation. And it depends on where you're looking and where you're thinking about. But when it comes to your mental and your mental health, you no good to the tribe if you don't got your mental right. You will fuck around, sabotage the whole thing. You think you're doing good, but you fucking up. You sabotaging it. And a lot of times, sometimes your opinion ain't needed and you throwing it in there. Hold up real quick. Mosquitoes is tearing my ass up. Yeah, can't remember where I left off at, but I'm just throw y'all an example of the Jesus effect. Like, for example, Black Lives Matter. Like, I have people, like foreigners or whatever. Oh, you ain't for black lives? Not just foreigners. I mean, anybody. Like, oh, you not for Black Lives Matter? Like, man, I read the original thing of what they said they stood for. Fuck no. They about to scam niggas. I'm telling them this. And it's not really scamming in a way. They told you who they are, told you what they stood for, and the way they had that shit set up, you just thought the families of the people that they march for, like they use your family member die, they using their name to make money off of them, and gave zero to anybody. Jesus effect. Put them niggas up there on a pedestal. I would say that there's some nigga shit to you, but nah, I'll more equate that with some white people. Cause white people will take some shit from you, and you know what I'm saying? Like think about this though. White people would take some shit from you and be like, nigga, this is mine. we was here second. No one was here. We seen all your buildings, we seen all your stuff, but this is ours. What are you talking about? We made the laws here after you was gone, or after you left. Maybe you was on a break or whatever. We just made the laws for this town and this land here, and now this is our land. Now you gotta pay us to live on it, and you gotta pay us for water, even though water's free. Yeah, you gotta pay us for water, nigga. Think like that though. And the motherfuckers, like, you know the history. Some people know the history. Like, think about them. They said them niggas that would look like us but not us, or whatever. Them niggas that came over here and brought them niggas over here. Like, you know how you go around. You know how you from the hood, and you bring your wild ass homeboy around, or your homeboy around. He do dirt. he do somebody dirty or whatever, nigga, you answering for that. You know what I'm saying? You bought this nigga over here, he just did this. Nigga, that's your beef too, nigga. Me bringing your motherfucking wild ass motherfucking ass over here doing all this shit. You gonna answer for his shit. So you gonna tell him calm the fuck down. That's how it is. I got off subject, but yeah, we suffering with our own minds, like, and I don't want to just be beating people up, and I want to kind of say it's not their fault in a way, because a lot of people, I ain't gonna blame it on their mamas. Like I said, we all put here for what we put here for, and I'm not gonna blame it on nobody mama in a way. Even though I said that little thing I said, like when your kid do some shit, like you don't get in trouble for it. You don't think you should, but your kid could be like 11 and fucking take a gun to school. Like, how many times has that type of shit happened? Like, a kid take a fucking gun to school or some shit, or get caught with a gun, and it's the child's fault. You know what I'm saying? He should have known better. This nigga like, this nigga's not even a teenager yet. Now, if a teenager do some stuff, that's a little teeny bit different, but it's not. It's a little teeny bit different. If like you in high school, you do some shit like that to an elementary school student taking guns to school and shit. First of all, he should know where the fuck the gun at. But you know, kids snoop and shit, and it shouldn't be in a place where he could fucking reach either. And it should be locked. He shouldn't even be able to get no bullets or no nothing. Like, y'all niggas need to do better with that shit. But y'all like to bring y'all ghetto boyfriends around and y'all ghetto girlfriends around, y'all fucking kids, and have guns all over the house like the kids think it's cool and shit. That shit ain't cool, man. Like, it's stories when motherfucking kids shot their parents, dog, with their own fucking gun. That's not cool, man. First of all, why the fuck you got a load of gun around a toddler? I mean, I understand you live that life, you gotta be ready, but come on, man. Come on. I'm not trying to bash those people, but in a way I am, especially, like, I'm not bashing them, I'm just saying, like, you know, I ain't say this in no disrespect, but I'm a disrespect. You know what I'm saying? On the word. I'm gonna say no disrespect, but I end up always saying some disrespectful shit. Like, this is about looking at yourself in the mirror, about, if you just listening and you just don't want to change your life, okay. But if you listening, you might be going through something mentally or whatever, and you hear one of my videos that I had put up, any video or whatever, and you just be like, shit. I mean, everybody knows somebody that's going through some shit. Everybody knows somebody going through some shit. We in 2022, dog. After the you know what, everybody knows somebody going through some shit. Financially, mentally, whatever. So, we just got, I mean, like I said, we living in a world where we got the Jesus effect on us, and especially now, like Like, I did put up the alien video or whatever. We got that. People think, oh, the aliens gonna come save us. That's the Jesus effect. Now you still looking for something outside of you to save you. The aliens gonna save us from all our problems. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna save it. I don't know what's gonna happen with that shit. I just know that, I don't know. I just know, to me, like, I've been having dreams about this shit since I was a teenager. Of wars in the skies and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, we just waiting for something. All, like, most of us, we just waiting for something. But you shouldn't be, especially to save your own mind. You should be the one to save your own mind. That's why I said I'm glad that the schizophrenia happened to me. In a way, yeah, I am. Because it let me know what was wrong with my fucking mind. And I could repair my own mind in a way. I'm not saying I'm 100%. Fuck no. Dealing with some shit like that, man, you can't. That ain't shit. That ain't something you could. Some people can't just shrug that shit off. You know what I'm saying? I just know when I'm aware of something, when something's going on, and that's important to me. That's good. Keep it like that. You know what I'm saying? But don't get caught up in the foolery, man. Don't get caught up in the foolery. We worship celebrities. We worship rappers. We worship speakers. We worship everybody. Like, it's just motherfuckers. Like, remember, I don't know if motherfuckers still do this, but if you do, I don't know how the fuck you still do this. These motherfuckers just really care about what the Kardashians got to say. Like, what? You got the worst Jesus effect. You know what I'm saying? If you really give a fuck what the fuck they got to say. I mean, Kim been doing her thing, I think, getting niggas out of jail, though. She doing more than y'all niggas. That bitch getting niggas out of jail. How many niggas y'all got out of jail? Shit. At least she doing that. She probably got more niggas out of jail and half the niggas that prosecutors and shit and lawyers. She probably got more niggas out. I heard she was doing that. You know what I'm saying? At least she's doing that. And then y'all just look at her, put on her makeup and walk down the street in her $1,000 clothes and shit. But she's doing something. Shit, she helping some niggas. I ain't saying it's all about helping niggas, but shit, she is. She helping some of them niggas get out of jail. I heard she was helping niggas get out of jail. But y'all niggas talking about it ain't gonna help no niggas get out of jail. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas worried about what the fuck she doing every 24 hours of the day ain't gonna help no niggas. I ain't saying it's all about helping them. I'm just saying, like, how is that helping you, though? Oh, she's a good person. It doesn't matter. That's what's up, though, but it doesn't matter. Like, that's why most people, like, think about it. Like, let me think of the era I was growing up in. You know how little kids and shit, they mostly, like, when they grow up, they say they want to be, like, something that's in the community or whatever. Like, they say something that's in your community. They say, when I grow up, I want to be a baker or a firefighter or a police officer or a teacher or engineer or scientist or astronaut, shit like that. What do you hear now? I guarantee you line up 20, at least 20 kids under the age of 10. One of them gonna say they want to be a YouTuber, a TikToker. I heard this shit before. Like, what? And in a way, you can't fucking knock them. I told you how much money these motherfuckers make on this shit. You can't knock them. Like, they see this shit. These motherfuckers get so much attention. Some of these TikTokers and YouTubers, they get, and they be stealing shit from niggas. Yeah, they do. They steal your dance and shit. They steal all your shit because they more pop. I mean, they white or whatever, or they got more TikTokers than you. They steal your shit, and then they don't even mention you in it. At least mention the motherfucker you stealing it from. You know what I'm saying? They steal your shit, move it along like they just created it. You know what I'm saying? They still, just like I said, they steal your land. Be like, what are you talking about? I got this land 20 minutes ago. This wasn't here at first. No one was here. I seen you, but that doesn't matter. I already got the law. I know this shit ain't funny to a lot of people, though. I'm just bored, dog. I know this shit ain't funny, though. But I mean, isn't that what happened to people that was here? What are you talking about? You didn't crash our boat on your land. You crashed your land on our boat. That's different. We didn't ask to be here. We didn't even know this was here. It doesn't matter. We creating laws for all this shit. Creating laws, our own laws. We don't care if you had laws. We don't care how you lived. We don't care about your people. You don't look like us, so it doesn't matter. So I'm getting off subject again. I'm just fucking around, yeah. But yeah, that's still your shit. But yeah, these kids, I guarantee you, especially in the urban area, especially if you go to like an urban area where that shit is really known, where kids got phones and shit, I guarantee you most of them kids on there gonna say some shit they learned from the internet they want to be when they grow up. I heard kids say that, a YouTuber, and I was like, what? The fuck out of here. But yeah, they don't want to be police no more. They see the police, they be like, fuck the police. I'm like, hold up, what? Like I told you, like my nephew, and it was sad though, because when I grew up, I looked highly on police too, you know what I'm saying? Because they wasn't like, I ain't gonna say they weren't killing us like that, but as a black police or as a police officer in the neighborhood, you think they did to protect you or whatever. But shit, most of these kids stop that shit when they start getting harassed by the police. And when I started getting harassed by the police, I was fucking the first time I got put in handcuffs, I told you, we were just lighting fireworks and shit. I was like 10 or 11 and I got put in handcuffs. The first time I got harassed, I was about that age, riding my bike on the sidewalk. And you know what these niggas told me? You can't ride bikes on the sidewalk. What the fuck? And if you don't know the street rules and the street signs and you don't signal, you can't ride your bike at all. That's what they told us. It's just me and my little cousin riding our bike. Like, well, we can't ride our bike? We couldn't even ride our fucking bikes. We had to, you know what he told us to do? Literally, I swear to God. This nigga told us, you can't ride your bike on the sidewalk. Get off the bike and walk it. What the fuck is the point of having a bike if you gotta go walk the bike? 11 years old, dog. So I see why they say fuck the police. I still was confused. I was confused. Like, he knew who my family was, so I think that's why he was fucking with me too. But still, dog, can't ride a fucking bike. And if you're in the street, you gotta know the street. You have to know the signals and all of that. You have to know the street signals and left turns with your hand. You gotta do all that sign language shit with your hands and shit. Fuck out of here, man. You harassing these motherfucking kids like kids don't want to be no fucking police officers no more. And if they do, they gonna be some fucked up ass people. Most people that want to be police officers, people got bullied, so they could take that shit out on niggas, cause that's who they got bullied by, niggas. And that's why you see some of these black police be fucked up towards niggas, cause they got joned on in school and they couldn't jone back. So now they want. I knew a nigga like that. I ain't gonna say his name, but yeah. He know who I'm talking about. He listen to this shit. He was a grown ass man too before he became a police officer. He got joned on. You know what he said? He used to say this shit all the time. Wait till I fucking pass my. He used to say that. Wait till I pass my test and shit. And then when he got his police shit and he got his guns and shit, that nigga started turning into a fucking like he was a gangster or some shit. Like what the fuck? Yeah, I used to hang with that nigga. Well, he used to hang with us because he lived on our. If I say this shit, he gonna know I'm talking about him. But yeah, I ain't got no problems with the nigga. I never. But he came up, pulled up on us, it real inappropriate one day because he was a police now. When niggas like that be police, just put it like that. Like, man, don't be talking that gangster shit. And you used to say shit, nigga. And we was younger than you, nigga. Fuck is wrong with you? I said I ain't gonna bang on nobody on here. I'm just saying, dog. Niggas gotta understand this. But that's who be police now. Niggas that got teased or whatever. I mean, it is what it is, though. Like these kids they don't want to do none of that. They don't want to do nothing to help the community no more. Cause they don't see it happening in their lives. They don't see nobody helping the community. They don't see nobody wanting to come back to the community to make it better. They don't see it. So they just want to be what they think they need to be so everybody can see them and be famous. I mean, I never, even growing up, I'm trying to remember, I never heard nobody say they wanted to be an actor until I got like up there. I ain't never hear nobody say they want to be an actor or nothing like that. I heard people say they want to be wrestlers because that was popping at one point. They want to be. I used to say that I want to be in WWE. Shout out to Miz. That nigga went from Real World. Was it Real World? Real World. And that nigga was taking that shit, and I like the Miz just because this nigga, he was the same person from the Real World that he became in wrestling. That was some funny shit. I watched the Miz on there. I was like, this nigga's totally like he was in character on the fucking Real World. This nigga was in the Real World smacking niggas up. Like this nigga was smacking niggas up. You said wrestling fake? Hit niggas with flying elbows like Macho Man Randy Savage and shit on the Real World. Put niggas in chokeholds and shit. Oh, you think it's fake? And then look what happened. He made his fucking dream into a reality because he faked it till he made it. Basically, he was faking that shit. He knew that shit was fake, but he fucking can't. And maybe he did. He realized, but he knew that shit was fake. But the point I'm trying to make is he fucking played that shit out. He faked it so much that shit came in reality in his life, and he ended up on TV in WWE. That's why I say I fuck with the Miz, and I liked him as a character. I don't know if he's still there though. You know what I'm saying? He was funny-ish. It's not because he was funny. It was just because he really believed that shit. And this nigga was so egotistical, dog. That shit was so fucking funny to me. Like, he fucking lived this shit out. That's what we need to do. Live your shit out. Even if you faking that shit in the beginning and you turn into it. Fake it till you make it. I ain't saying fake like fake being a gangster rapper and then turn like. No, I'm not saying that. That's a whole nother discussion right there. Cause it's a lot of them niggas that do that. They not living that life, and then but then when you see when they get the money and everything, they start going to jail for them problems and the drugs and the guns. Like they weren't getting locked up like that before. When they start all of a sudden getting locked up and shit doing that, I guess they was faking it until they made it, and then they made it right to jail. So I don't mean that though. That's deceiving in a way. Wrestling, I'm talking about wrestling. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like your reality. I don't know. Maybe I'm contradicting myself when I say that. Maybe I am. But I don't think you should fake that type of shit, because you could get killed doing that though. You could get killed fucking around faking it like Takashi or whatever. Or I never even listened to one. I think I listened to that. Is it Billy or Bully? Billy or some shit. He said nigga a whole lot. I don't really care about nobody saying nigga, but that was awkward. That's when I knew it was kind of fake though, because I was like, why you gotta say nigga so much? The beat was nice, you know what I'm saying? It was alright. He wasn't saying nothing, but the beat was nice. But that's so dangerous. Look what happened to him. This nigga got walking around with motherfucking security around this motherfucking ass for how long? His whole fucking life. You know what I mean? He gotta be in witness protection and shit. So that faking it before you make it to a certain extent, when it comes like you playing with your own life now. But with like the mid shit, that type of shit. Like he wanted to be a wrestler, and he went on a reality show trying to prove that he could make it in reality in that wrestling shit, and he did it. You know what I'm saying? So when you do your spiritual work, you doing your spiritual work. If it's not working, I'm saying like kind of like make it work. Like you could go like you doing all this work, you be like, man, shit ain't happening. Then all of a sudden something gonna start to happen. I remember I was doing all this motherfucking spiritual. I'm like, maybe I was doing all this meditating and shit. I'm like, I'm not seeing shit. And I used to do this shit on. And you know what's something that's funny? Because when I was younger, I ain't know nothing about meditation or visions or none of that shit. When I didn't know nothing about it, the shit used to just happen and I was scared. I think I kind of shut myself out and shut myself down by like the reaction I had. What the fuck? I was like, what the fuck was that I just seen? I closed my eyes. What the fuck was that? Like, hold up, this fucking plane going by. I'm gonna be quiet real quick. Alright, maybe y'all can hear me now. But yeah, it used to just happen. Crazy dreams, all this. Crazy motherfucking meditate. Like, I'm just sitting in like a meditative form. I ain't no meditation, but I just sit quietly and just listen. And you don't have to just be quietly. You can listen to music and shit too. But I'm sitting there quietly and shit just happen. And I'm like, man, what the fuck? Like, I freaked myself out. So when I got hard into this shit, as I got older, nothing wasn't happening. So you know what I did? Like, nothing was happening. I was doing all the things. I'm like doing all types of, I'm doing what the people saying. This shit ain't even working, man. It ain't working. You know what I did? I said, fuck this shit. I did. I said, fuck this shit, and gave up. And you know what the universe do when you do that, right? When you give up, that don't answer you quick as fuck. Soon as I did that, I had a Kundalini experience through my back. I laid on the bed and I just said, fuck it. I felt some shit I never felt ever in my life before. Go all up my back, go down. It was that was like I don't know. I don't know how to explain that shit. I couldn't even explain. It was like a tingling feeling all the way up through my back, and that was because I was trying to raise it up. And once I said fuck that shit just happened. I just said fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck this meditation. Fuck all this shit. And it just said okay. You know, I believed it at that time when I said fuck it too. I was done, and that shit happened instantly, just like that. And I was like, ooh, what is this? Ooh, what is this feeling? Shit, what is that? Happened to me a couple of times. And then I was like, oh, okay, I see how the universe works. Don't try. I ain't gonna say don't try so hard, but the universe know when you full of shit. The universe know your intentions. You know what I'm saying? The universe know when you just doing this shit just to be, you want to be that front man, or you just doing this because you want to be the man, or whatever, or you just want to be the shit, so you just faking it, putting up all these videos, doing all this shit, like I want to be the nigga, I want to be the next nigga. The universe know that. And that's part of the Jesus effect. You want to be the Jesus. I mean, it's okay for you wanting to be the Jesus, but you being the Jesus to yourself. That's the important thing. You don't want to be the Jesus for nobody else. Nigga, then you starting a cult or some shit, and you seen how that shit been going. I do not advise these niggas to start cults. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. That's why you need to stay out of these fucking groups. Y'all niggas still stuck in the third circuit of the brain. I think that's the beehive brain, the hive mind. What Joel Pilgrim say? I think that's the hive mind. Or is that the, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to pretend. I know, but, you know what I'm saying? I think that's the hive mind. Yeah, the hive mind. Like, you know, bees are insects. And bugs run freely. I think a roach is a bug. That's why they don't hang in groups. You will see them together, but they won't go together. Them niggas are scattered all over the place and shit. But insects, like ants and bees, they tend to got jobs. Everybody got a job. And I mean, you seen the movie Ants? It was a war between the grasshopper. I think is that A Bug's Life? Ants. I think Ants was the one when they was fighting the grasshoppers or some shit. And the ants was deeper. They had more niggas, but they was smaller. Hold up, is that Ants? I don't know. Y'all know, man. I know y'all seen this shit. It was either Bugs Life or Ants when that shit happened. I can't remember. They was fighting the other group or whatever. Yeah, they went out the war. Or was it the termites? I don't know. But yeah, niggas stuck in the mind that just a worker. And if you gonna be a worker to your own cause. I'm not telling nobody to quit their job or no shit like that. Because if you need that, you got kids, you got to do what you got to do. You can still have your side shit. You can just don't forget about yourself. Don't get lost in that shit. I remember when I fucking lost my job. I was done. I told you for like a whole... I didn't quit my job. But I lost... Did I say lost or quit? I don't know. But I lost my job. Had that job my whole 20s. I was starting a career. I was on a path to a career. I was excited in my life. I was at the best point of my life, and my mind just went bonkers. It came out of nowhere. Now that's some fucked up shit to me. I was starting a career about to make 6 figures. No fucking high school diploma, no GED, no nothing. And I was going on a path to make 6 figures. These motherfuckers working around me was making 6 figures. I do exactly what I was doing the same shit they was doing. I just didn't have I didn't have a test. Like, I was doing the same work they was doing. Sometimes even more. But I was just doing it as like an intern, as an intern in a way. If y'all understand how that car shit, mechanic shit work. I was doing more bigger jobs than them, but I wasn't getting the money for it because it wasn't going in my name. And the manager that fired me, he was trying to push it in that way. I could have been making way more money for myself. But see, what it was is, since I was in the beginning stages of my training, and I told you I passed all my tests, I was stressed the fuck out. I only slept for like 2 hours to 3 hours a night. Cause I was just studying on working on cars. And then go to work, and I'm learning it, and I still was learning my spirituality. So, and I was doing all this at the same time. I was trying to make time for everything, and then I'm a nigga. I want to play video games too. Shit, I had no time to myself, and I had a child, I had a girl. I had to give all that attention. I had to do all that. And feed my family. You know what I'm saying? I was fucking at the brink of the wire. But I was happy. And I'm not saying I'm not happy now. I'm 10 times happier now. Because I'm glad I went through all that. But at that brink of all that stress, I just didn't realize how much pressure I was under. To me, it was nothing at that time. But now that I look back on that shit was extreme. I passed all my fucking. I had to do tests on my phone every day. They was like, y'all need to hear it. You need to hear it. Like, it was a nigga before me. He was doing test 2. But I passed my test in record numbers. I passed it in faster record time than anybody else that did it. The first level of test. I was making more money than niggas that went to Lincoln Tech coming in there. They was mad. How the fuck are you working on cars doing all these jobs? And nigga, I went to school and paid. I ain't go to school and pay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I did put in work before that. I worked for that company for so long. If y'all know me, y'all know what company that is. So I put that work in. Y'all put that dirty work in. I deserved it. My mind, though. That's why I say you gotta focus on your mind. You don't outwork your. I ain't gonna say don't outwork your. Don't. Give yourself your you time too. I didn't have no me time. I had me time to play. My me time, what I wanted to do, is play video games. I ain't even want to have sex. You know what I'm saying? I had time to do that. I was like, that'll happen when it happened. But I just wanted to play my video game. That was when I knew. That's the only time it seemed like I had for my mind to, like, a stress reliever. And while I'm playing video games, I'm listening to my knowledge and getting into the knowledge. Because I ain't put that aside. I kept that there. Playing video games, studying knowledge. Every other hour of the day, I'm grinding. And don't break yourself. Don't break your mind. You're gonna break your mind. Fucking, you giving all your time to something else. I ain't saying it. I kind of want to say it ain't nothing wrong with that, but then in the way, like, you gotta You gotta pace yourself. It's hard to explain this. I can't explain this to somebody that got kids and they know they gotta grind for their kids. I would be irresponsible for saying that. So I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not gonna say fuck them, fuck that job, fuck that. I mean, some people would say that, cause in a way, yeah, we should be grinding. We should be out here being able to make our money our way. It don't work like that. But I say, like, if you doing your entrepreneurship, do your entrepreneurship. That's what I'm trying to do. I ain't gonna say try. That's what I'm doing. On the side, whatever. Other than these videos. As long as you at peace as your state of mind. Your state of mind should be at peace, man. It's hard to find that peaceful state of mind. And I said I wasn't going to do these videos long, but I'm going to have to, because this is so important. This is probably one of the most important videos I ever did. I'm going to put on the title of this video, important, must watch. I know I joked around in this motherfucking shit, but listen to what I'm saying. Listen in between. Listen to what I'm saying. It's about you. And I just threw my personal stories in there just to give y'all a feel where I'm coming from. But yeah, somebody can really probably get something out of this. And if they don't, they don't. But if they do, they do. You upside? Don't matter to me. I'm doing the work, putting the work in. Like, even if you know somebody and you see how, like, you see how fucked up their life is, or not fucked up, or their life ain't going, they always complaining to you about their life or whatever, and you try to give them some advice and they be like, motherfucker, I didn't ask you for shit. It's niggas that'll do that. Like, nigga, then why you telling me? Just so you could talk? Why are you telling me you don't want my, alright, you might, you just sit back. Just sit back. Don't even say nothing. And then when you don't say nothing, then I guarantee you, what you think about that? That's what motherfuckers gonna say. Or what you think. And then when you give my opinion, they still don't listen to that shit. That's why I don't even when they ask for my opinion, I don't say shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't say shit. You want my opinion? Okay. You know what I'm saying? I already said it a long time ago, but I ain't saying that. I don't got nothing to say. Change the subject and shit. Did you see that motherfucking dunk from so and so? Like, I don't even watch sports no more. Like, that shit. Like, I think, who the fuck was the first round pick in the draft? I don't even know who the fuck in college. I haven't watched nothing. I used to be a sports nigga. That's all I was fixated on. Sports. I haven't watched that shit in since I think I stopped watching that shit when I started going through what I started predicting Super Bowls and shit. Off of some bullshit, I started predicting Super Bowls. When I started learning how this shit work, and I started learning how energy work. If I would have known, I didn't even know who was in the playoffs, because I did a video and I made it private. I did, and I said something about the championship of the NBA and the NFL from last year, and the world events or whatever. But I made it private. I don't know why, but it's not hard to pick this shit. Nigga, if I was a sports bettor, I'd be making millions. Trust me. Hold up real quick. Yeah, if I'm the only way I know what's going on in sports if that shit pop up on my phone. And if that shit don't pop up on my phone, like I said, I would have made millions. If that shit don't pop up on my phone, because I swear to God, when and you can ask the person that I'm dealing with this. I predicted that Super Bowl from Peyton Manning that year when he went to the Broncos. She used to bring home they used to do a pool at her job. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go further back because I predicted this Super Bowl too, and this is against my team. I was pissed because I predicted it before the year. I predicted it off of Madden. I don't know what year it is. It was a year that kept Ray Lewis wasn't on the cover. It was Ray Lewis last year. That last year he played, and they went to the 49ers, and then the lights went out and all that bullshit fuckery that happened. I predicted that shit before the year started. And hold up. That was weird. That was real weird. Yeah, this shit is weird. It's a fucking car driving past without no lights on. Keep turning around. Going down the street, turn around, go down the street, turn around. And now they stop. Yeah, that was some very weird shit that's going on right now. I told you it was a car riding through. The same car. It rode past like 4 times. Turned the lights off. Turned them on down the street. Then when they pass here, they turn them back off. Stop at the neighbor house and then turn them back off. That's some real weird shit. I pay attention to shit like that. I mean, they can't see me. It's too dark over here, I guess. Let me turn this other light off. I'm not really sitting where you can actually see me, so, and I watch every car that ride through this motherfucker. So, yeah, I'm neighborhood watch. Fuck that. But I was on the road. I was talking about some shit. I was talking about the Super Bowl where the Ravens won against the 49ers when Kaepernick was there. I seen the intro to the actual game when that game started, that game that came out that year, and it was somebody in the room with me when I said it. I said, fuck. I said, now if the Ravens win the fucking Super Bowl, don't say I ain't say it. That was the first prediction I made. And I just said it just because they had Ray Lewis in there. That was his last year. But when my team went, I'm like, man, fuck the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? We gonna whoop their ass, blah, blah, blah. And we was whooping that ass. But when it happened, I was like, I fucking said that shit. I mean, y'all can listen to, I think it's Yafa. I think it was Sister Myra L. Can't remember. And Sister Myra Moss, I think. They used to do the predictions of the Super Bowls and shit. But the next time I predicted it, the youngin' I'm talking to, she bringing home sheets to She bring home sheets to like to predict, like they had to predict the games or whatever. And you win if you do week by week and all this. So on the Super Bowl, I told her motherfucking ass. I told her in the beginning of the fucking I told her in the beginning of the year the Broncos gonna win because they got Peyton Manning. This is last year or whatever. They're gonna win. I told her this shit. I told her to just bet Broncos all the way through. She ain't want to fucking listen to these motherfuckers at work. And that pool or whatever they had going on was it was some big money. It wasn't no little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? Like thousands of dollars. And they gonna have the nerve to say to me after it's all over, I should have listened to you. Yeah, you should have fucking listened to me. But I wasn't watching sports, so she didn't trust in what I had to say. I wasn't watching it then. I said, I don't want to watch no games. She was a Redskin fan, so she wanted to watch it. But I don't want to watch no games. I don't want to watch shit. I don't care. That's why I used to tell her, I don't care, I don't watch no games. I just saying who gonna win. And I wasn't using no spiritual science or none of that shit. I just knew by, because they was paying man last year. They gonna let that one of their great white hopes go out on a blaze of thunder or whatever. So, I don't know why I got into that topic with that shit, but I think I want to end it. I really don't want to end this, cause I was on to something with the Jesus effect. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep saying it. The Jesus effect. My Christian's gonna be mad at me. I'd still talk to a Christian or whatever. I don't got nothing against them. I'm just not gonna debate them. I would never, nigga. I don't got nothing. Like, I would talk to you about it if you got questions, but that's it. I'm not gonna ask you shit, and I'm not gonna tell you shit unless you ask me. That car job like threw me off a little bit. They keep riding through here with no lights on. Turned them on, then turned them back off when you ride past back here. Like, so I couldn't see what kind of car. I already seen what kind. I know almost all makes and models. I don't care how dark it is. Yeah, that was fucking weird. And they had to know it was fucking, that lights was off. It's dark as fuck on this street. And what I was saying, shit, I just forgot that fast. But yeah, I'm not debating. I'm not debating about it. Y'all would never hear me on this motherfucker debating a fucking Christian. I talk to them if they got questions, but you're not gonna satisfy a Christian no matter what, because if, like what they say, they stick to their faith, and that's what they gonna do. If it ain't about Jesus, I don't want to hear it. Okay, that's your personal. Can't nobody debate me in whatever I believe in and tell me wrong. So why should that be the same for you? It's on your learning is on your own pace. You know what I'm saying? Even if you want to go on the world and be like, I want to wake up people up. Wake them up for what? They'll wake up on their own. Nigga, do you have somebody just coming around to you every day just trying to wake you up in real life? Nigga, get up. Nigga, get up. I got up, so now you gotta get up. Like, nah. They wake up on their own pace, especially with knowledge. It's not for you to tell somebody what you think they should learn and know. That's kind of even disrespectful for you to even do that. Like, I know I'm outside all day. These motherfucking white people next door, they be outside all day too, young. Like, I hear them all day. That's why I don't do no videos in the back, cause I don't be wanting to. I know they probably can hear me and shit. I don't care. I'm not even on the back, but they probably can hear me. I think they get a kick out of that shit. I don't know where the fuck they from though. I think they're from France or some shit. But they be listening. They be hearing me listen to my shit. I be trying to turn it down, like, but maybe they be listening, cause they just be back there. I don't know what the fuck. I can't see them. They can't see me, but I can hear them. So I know they can hear me. They're nice people though. They real nice. They always speak. Unlike some of these other motherfuckers around here. really didn't know if they was back there till just now. I heard her talking to the dog and shit. I'm talking all loud and shit. I heard her talking to the dog like, damn, they still outside? They was out here earlier. I'm nosy as motherfucker. But see, yeah, we gotta, but we gotta know our community. We gotta know the people around us, though. Because even little shit like, even when they first moved in around here, they brought us cookies and shit. We there next, when they first moved in, they brought cookies and shit. That's some neighborly shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter. Don't matter. Like, we gotta be nice to all people for real, in a certain way. Like they say, respect should not be given. Respect should be earned. I think respect should be earned until it's not received by the other person you're giving the respect to, and then it should be earned. I think you should show everybody respect when you first meet them. Like some people say, I don't show nobody, I just go around disrespecting people in the beginning and they should earn my respect. What? Isn't that backwards in a way? So you just walk around just being a fucking asshole and expect somebody to show you respect because you think it should be earned by that person? You don't even know them. You don't know them. Why are you fucking going around just being an asshole? Well, they need to earn my respect. What? And you see why no one respects you. I think you should go off, show everybody respect. I don't give a fuck what they look like or who they are. That should be a given. I don't give a fuck. Maybe it's old white man or whatever, old white woman. They probably called a couple of niggas back in the day when they was growing up, but still, they look at you and wave, and you be like, "Fuck them! I ain't about to wave at them." You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas just be niggas. You know what I'm saying? So we need to get together. We need to really get it together. And that's our problem. We don't respect the other person. We following every and which wave that move. Every wave that move we following. We on to the next wave, and then it's like a roller coaster ride. You just sitting back waiting for that roller coaster to be over, and then once that roller coaster over, you on to the next roller coaster. Oh, this one got bumped. This one got loops and loops, so this one's more exciting. And then I'm gonna compare that roller coaster with that roller coaster. That analogy I just said with the roller coasters, that's what niggas do with speakers and shit. Oh, he said some extreme shit. It's so extreme, it gotta be true. Cause I never heard nobody say that. Oh, this next roller coaster or this next speaker says something even more extreme. So I gotta jump onto that roller coaster. And that gotta be true. Cause it's daring and it just challenges my life. And then they shut the roller coasters down. And say they faulty and they flawed and somebody died on it. Not saying like talking like some of these speakers make somebody die or nothing, but you know what I'm saying? You get the analogy? They shut the shit down because they telling you like, nigga, it's not about them or what they saying that ballsy that you believe just because they saying it's some truth in everything that somebody's saying. But at the end of the day, it's their truth, and you can't tell them nothing other than that. So you're just gonna go along to get along and agree with everything. If you're not challenging most of the stuff that you learn or trying to look it up to see how it fits in your reality, you're not doing shit at all. You just running around, just in a Jesus effect. You're in the middle of the Jesus effect. I normally would be in the house by now, but I'm gonna keep it going. I think I'm gonna go up to 2, and then I'm gonna stop. That'll probably be the longest video I ever made, just to even it out, cause I'm past 1:30. I know niggas ain't gonna watch this, but I'm gonna put most important. This is a much watch. I mean, I'm just talking shit, too, though. But it's a lot of important shit you need to hear. To y'all, it might not be important. Like, to people that's doing the knowledge. I mean, even if you ain't doing the knowledge, you still need to understand the Jesus effect. Because it's governing your life. Because say you got a homeboy, and he doing something, but you ain't doing nothing. That's just your homeboy. And he making moves, and he doing all this hot shit or whatever. He's your Jesus. Because you looking up to him, you think he gonna save you. Even if you could just relate it to a street level like I just named. Niggas just want to be saved. And don't get me wrong, I said several times on here, I was the same way. I just wanted to hear some hot shit. I wasn't applying none of this shit in the beginning, and that probably was the downfall of me. But I'm glad it happened, because it made me realize some shit. It made me realize there's work to do. Like, when I first got on here and started doing these videos, I thought I knew it all. I mean, I was like, I got years under my belt. Got on here, like, damn, it ain't as easy. And I commend everybody that is on here doing it, and then they popping. And even if they not popping, the people I even listen to, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck if they popping or not. It's not about if they popping or not. It's about the information. And them bettering themselves, and they say it on a regular. So it ain't about if I'm popping or not. It's about, am I getting better? And I feel as I am. And I'm telling you, this video, I'm not trying to sound like this is the end all that be all, but nigga, I'm gonna come back and listen to this shit, and I know I'm gonna find some fire in the way in here. Cause I was just going off. I ain't gonna end it. I'm about to just pick it back up. You know what I'm saying? I might just pick it back up with some more shit. Because, for real, as a people, how long we been waiting on the Jesus effect? Hold up. I'm gonna do 20 more, and then I'm gonna end it. But hold up. Yeah, so I'm gonna go in a little bit more. Because even the people that's in church are getting that message delivered to them, like pastors and shit like that. They look at the pastor as a Jesus. Well, he getting the word. Well, actually, he taking the word out of a book, but Jesus must be telling them what to say. I'm not even about to say nothing about that. Like I said, there's nothing wrong if that's what you want to believe. That's your personal opinion. But we need to come because it's like in this community, like Brother Bobby Hemmett told people in the beginning, stay out of these groups, they're dangerous, they watching them. That's true. But then at the same time, like I said, it's the groups that get a lot of people in trouble because when they're in groups, they don't want to do their own work. They just want somebody else just to do the work. And they just want to be alone. Like, well, I agree with everything he said or this person said, so I should be entitled to this too because I believed in him. Come on, man. Well, what work did you put in? Not even work to the group, but what work did you put in for yourself to make yourself good? Like everybody I be around, they're always saying that it take a village to raise a child. I believe that. Like I told you, I came from the area where your friend's parent could whoop your ass, and I'm not even that old. You touch somebody's child today, nigga, it's over. It's a fight. How dare you discipline how dare you can't even tell a child to stop if they put their hands on your child. They be like, don't be talking to my kid. Don't say nothing to my kid. Well, take your badass kid and do something with him. Whoop their ass. I'm not going to hit my kid. You're not going to hit my kid, but your kid going to hit my kid. And that's why the kids so fucked up when they get older, because they don't even listen to their parents. So they wouldn't dare listen to another adult. Like when I was growing up, at least if somebody parent said something to us, I'm gonna tell your mama or don't do that. We knew not to do that. Like the early 90s to the late 80s, because I'm a mid-late 80s baby. So that I want to say to the mid 80s, the late 80s to the early 90s, that's when kids started being disrespectful as fuck. All these adults grown up now, they ain't kids no more. They're in their 30s damn near. Most of them are. And they disrespectful as fuck. They don't know They don't know like no manners, no nothing. There's some people like, well, they're the product of their environment. A lot of them, then it's not even most of the ones that grew up in the fucked up neighborhoods. A lot of them grew up in the good neighborhoods. Them be the ones disrespectful, cause they never got that ass whooped. And then I kind of say I don't want to discipline my kids, but in a way I might have to, because they do get that mouth. You gotta at least let them know that mouth is not acceptable, especially to another adult. If you are a child, anybody older than you should not disrespect. I don't give a fuck how older than you they are. I don't care if they 1 year older than you. You don't disrespect them. You talk it out. You're almost the same age, our peers, but especially if they're an adult. I don't care if they not older than your mama, but they old enough to be your mama. Shut your mouth. You know what I'm saying? You know, grandma don't play that. Talk while grandma talking. See if you don't get popped in the mouth by grandma in front of your mom. And then let your mom say something. I mean, I seen a lot of that growing up. Don't say nothing to my kid. You know, grandma, you know when grandma mad when she say what? You know what I'm saying? Somebody yelling around this motherfucker. I don't know if y'all heard that, but that was weird. I don't know if that was in the house. I thought I was in the house. Yeah, y'all seen when y'all grandma, when one of your aunts said that shit to your grandma looked at them like they was crazy. What you say in my house? You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Cause my grandma even say to my aunt, you ain't too old to get your ass whooped. And she was smaller than everybody. You know what I'm saying? My grandma was tiny. If y'all see a picture of my grandma and my grandfather, they was the smallest. Like, they was so small to have all them fucking kids. All their kids bigger than them. All them fucking kids they had. My grandma ain't play that Jesus effect shit. I told you she ain't go to church. Let my aunts tell her they gonna say something else. I don't know how they got into it, cause my grandma ain't say shit about church. She probably did the Easter Sunday, but I ain't never see her do that shit. The only thing she worried about is us running in and out her ice box, running up her electric bill by opening the doors, playing video games. Go outside, y'all run on my ice box. Alright, it's time for y'all to come in the house. The street lights on. I'm like, grandma, we in front of the house. You can see us. It's a dead end street. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going nowhere. Our parents out here. I don't care. I don't care what they say. Y'all better go in the house before I go to sleep. But grandma go to sleep at 7. Like, we still up. We ain't leaving here till like 10. So shit, we still want to play outside with our friends. I know I got way off subject, but I'm gonna just freestyle this shit for the next 10 minutes. This gonna be the only bullshit. I'm just talking. But everything else I said before, y'all might have to go back through and listen to this shit a couple of times. Peep it though, peep it. I'm still watching if this car gonna drive back past again. That was some weird shit. I know every car that belong on this motherfucking street all the way down. Nigga, you out of place, I know you. you sit somewhere for longer than 5 seconds, that's out of place. If I don't hear no car doors, you ain't delivering nothing, and what are you sitting here for? I know I'm off subject with that too, but yeah, grandma know was good for you, and I miss my grandma. Even though she's the tell you to go pick your own switch off the tree to whoop your ass, and then you try to pick that lower joint thinking you trying to be smart. I remember one day I was trying to do the opposite. I'm like, I picked the little one last time. She went back out there and got another one, so I picked a big ass joint, like that I knew she wasn't gonna hit me with. She said, "You trying to be funny? Oh, you trying to be funny? I'm gonna whoop you with this one. I'm gonna go pick one, and then I'm gonna tell you pick another one." My grandma ain't play that shit. She used to make you pick your own fucking ass whooping stick off the tree. You know, that's CPS shit to nowadays, but back in the day, in the 90s, man, fuck that. I was one of those kids that try to think my way out of there. I'm gonna do some extreme shit. I'm gonna go get the biggest fucking switch I could find, and I know she's not gonna hit me with this. She got madder. It's like, shit. Trying to be a smart ass. You know what I'm saying? I love my grandma though. Even though my grandma's sister did not like me, she used to always say I'm terrorizing her sister. I'm like, I'm not terrorizing her. You know, when you little, sometimes you talk to your grandma, you don't talk to her like your mom, but you talk to her a little different. Like, you don't disrespect her, but I guess in the older people way, it seemed like disrespect. Because your grandma asks you specific questions and you answer, and I guess some of the questions you're not supposed to answer. That's how I was. Like, some of the questions I answer, and then my grandma look at it. She was her younger sister. She'd be like, "Boy, why you say that?" I'm like, "Cause she asked me. Like, should I be quiet and not say nothing to my grandma? That's my grandma. She did not like me. She told me. My grandma, my great aunt, she told me she ain't like me." Somebody yelling around this motherfucker. This shit sound crazy. Maybe some purge shit going on around here or something. Sound like some Indian cries, some shit they said. They yelling and shit. I don't know if that's gonna be in the video. I got 7 minutes left. So I'm just run down the basics of what I talked about, and I'm gonna end it in 7 minutes. So basically, the Jesus effect, and I probably done said that fucking 2 words at least 30 times by now. Do not look for no one as your savior. You are your savior. You're the only one that dictates your reality. For some people, I mean, yeah, your kids do dictate your reality, but in the way I'm talking about it, like, here come that white cat. That little nigga, I swear. But yeah, only you can really dictate your reality, meaning your reality. What goes on in your reality, what you learn, what you know, what you do. Don't let nobody else tell you some shit or say some shit to hype you up, to make you think that you need that person. You might need some of the knowledge. You might not even need the knowledge they saying. You might just like some of the knowledge they saying, but don't make them your savior. Unless you can't read, and that's a whole different ball game. If you could read for yourself, you could read a book, you could read an article, or you could read something. Don't look at nobody as your savior. I was talking to my little nephew today. We had a nice little 30-minute talk, just on the basics. He's talking about like phones and kids and shit. He's 16. He's the middle one. So I'm telling him, like, look, dog, you got a phone, right? I mean, you care about the brand of the phone, but it doesn't matter what kind of brand of the phone. Y'all might respect me more if I had an iPhone. I don't know why. I was going to get an iPhone, but then I was thinking, like, but I'm not a type to change my phone every year. I'm gonna want the new phone. So if I get the new iPhone, a phone is a phone to me. As long as I can get on YouTube and get my apps downloaded, and some of the apps on the iPhone I can't get on my phone. So I'm like, I never was, and I tried to use an iPhone. I did not know what to do. I didn't know like how to turn on the Wi-Fi. I didn't know turn on the Wi-Fi. I didn't know none of this shit. So I'm like, man, this shit is too complicated. How you do this? Like, I already learned the Droid, several different droids. So I stick with what I'm at. I'm not gonna compromise myself to look cool to some kids. And be having a phone that I don't know how to use. It's bad enough I don't know how to use certain social medias and shit. I don't want to get the phone and then really not know how to use that shit. So I was just like, fuck it. I'm not. My nephew be like, oh, he's 7. He got an iPhone 12 or 13 or some shit. I'm going to buy you an iPhone, boy. And I'm going to give it right back to your ass because I don't want no goddamn iPhone. I refuse. No. I'm old school when it comes to technology. Shit, I got this on computer I'm on is a Chromebook. And the only reason I got this because shit, I would have fucked around and got another tablet. I had a tablet. My daughter broke that, so I'm like, nah, I need a laptop. Step my game up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, and shit, I said, I ain't even say this, but I was writing a little not a book, but like a little guide. The same way I sit here and tell y'all stuff on YouTube about the mental illness. I might throw in more details, but there's gonna be more science words and shit that I can't fucking read. Fucking shit, big as shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? When they describing the brain, these motherfucking words be like, what the fuck does that mean? You gotta look up. You fucking reading it, they say the word, then you gotta look up the meaning of that word. Like shit like that. Like I wanted to write that, but it's gonna be. I was, matter of fact, I was writing that in that tablet. I had so much information on that tablet, and people say, "Oh, say to you," I'm like, I think it. How many fucking emails? Because I made sure I was saving some of that shit to my emails. You know how much emails I get a day? So I think I could recover it. I could recover most of what I was looking up and saving to my emails. I don't know which email because I got more than one. So I'm going to try to recover most of that stuff. Put my spin on it. Put it together. It'll be like a little pamphlet book. It ain't gonna be nothing like a hardback cover or no shit like that. And I'm gonna just have that available for people. know what I'm saying? I don't know how much. I really don't care. But if I have to put in that work and do all that work, I'm gonna charge at least something. Bring $5 or some shit. But it's gonna be like some pages long, little spins on what I believe, stuff you could do. That kind of helped me. You just need to get it out to the people, because right now, like, this mental health shit is, I said I was gonna end it at 2, but I'm gonna keep going a little bit. But they said there's mental, like, they ain't say, but you see that this mental health shit is out of control. Like, I guess because the last shooting we had, well, it's not even the last shooting, but the one with the kids or whatever. But see who they target. Look who's getting targeted. Like, first it was the black people, and now it's the Mexicans. Who's the number one population that's about to run this shit? Us and Hispanics. And I guess majority of the kids was Hispanic. I think that would just let people know who, like, sorry, RIP to anybody who lost your kid, because that's some fucking, I know people want to come out with conspiracy theories and shit. I already talked about that. People want to come out with conspiracy theories and say, oh, it was staged. I mean, it's a lot of shit involved in the incident. I ain't even go in to look and see all the conspiracy theories, because I told you I don't look at that shit. But I heard a lot of shit, and I'm like, I'm done with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you lost a fucking child to some shit like that, who wants to send that child to school and die? Like, that's scary as fuck. As a parent, that's scary. You just sending your kid off to fucking learn and they fucking die from the hands of some fucked up ass individual. You know what I'm saying? Because he's having a bad day. Even anybody. Even if he having a bad day and he go in the store and he just shoot up random people. Like, who wants, like, come on, man. Like, that's fuck. This shit is ridiculous. That's why I say we need to look ourselves in the mirror. Like, even if, I hope I hope that person that was going through that, like, that's going through a phase where they want to do some shit like that, sit down and at least check out one of these videos and be like, man, I was about to do some crazy shit, but now I'm not. Just, if I could catch that person, I would be okay. It's not even how I'd be okay. I'm just saying, like, come on, man. Because some people don't have, they don't have, like, they don't know where to run to when they have a mental illness. That's another reason I started this. When I had a mental illness, I denied it, and then I started looking up mental illnesses and places to go for it. Hold up. I'm on record as my longest show, I guess. Well, shit, I did a 2:30 one time, but I ain't put that up. I deleted that. But this one's more important than that one. I was just talking shit on that one. I was going in, but I was going in hard, but I deleted that one. So I'm gonna keep going with this one. But yeah, they don't have no place to go. They don't have no place to look. And family members won't talk to them. Like, they might not even have no family members to talk to. They might not even have no friends. Ain't nothing wrong. Like, if you a kid in high school or whatever, and you don't have no friends to talk to, yeah, that's kind of troubling. Like, you don't got nobody you can confide to. Like, you don't got no friends, you don't got no family, you don't got no cousins or no nothing. Or maybe they do, and maybe they try, and the cousins shut them down, just thinking they babbling, or maybe they just thinking they talking shit, because that happens too, and that shouldn't happen at all. That shouldn't happen. That's why I said we as a people, we need to be more aware of our surroundings and the people around us. You say you love these people. Y'all say y'all love these people. Talk to them. It could be some small shit you could say to them that'll change their moods. We're in a time now where everybody's voice matters in a way. I do say a lot. What the fuck your opinion got to do with it sometimes on certain situations? Okay, I say that. But then, when it comes to your mental health, your voice is important. It is. Because what you going through can affect the whole environment. You could be going through a bad day, buy some fucking guns or whatever, you do some crazy shit, and you affecting the whole community. You're affecting multiple families because no one talked to you. Or no one listened to you. Or you felt that you couldn't talk to your parents. What should be the first people you should reach out for? When I was going through my mental illness, I couldn't talk to my parent. Cause she came at me first before I even told anybody anything. I mean, I told you what happened. Like, my nephew told me what was going on when he was in the house, and he just didn't understand what was going on. That's what I first got aware of. Everybody around me was saying some shit, and I told you, I wanted to say this too. I started a new Facebook, so if y'all see. I'm not friend requesting nobody. This is for people to friend request me. The same name is on my YouTube. It's gonna be on my Facebook. So look out for that. Y'all friend request me. I'm gonna put up videos and shit. Matter of fact, I might put this one up there. I'm putting up videos on there. I don't want my family to see. That's why I didn't put no videos on my regular page for people who know my government and all that. I'm not putting those videos up on my regular channel. I'm not doing that. I was thinking about doing that, but I got too many family members. I don't want to hear their mouths. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying no wicked shit or whatever, but I just don't. I already been through. Boy, what's wrong? Boy, I'm not trying to go back to no mental institution. They hear that shit, they ain't even gonna listen. They just gonna judge. You know what I'm saying? You know how family are. You ain't say nothing right about Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I don't got time for that shit. So I'm not even gonna accept my family members' requests unless they know what I'm already talking about. And if you down with what I'm already talking about, you understand, then I accept you. But the aunts and shit and all the family members, nah, I'm letting you know this now. I'm not accepting you. So you could go spread that shit through the family, talking shit. And I honestly don't give a fuck. But just know what you listening to first. You know what I'm saying? Because you haven't seen y'all haven't seen me in a long ass time. Y'all haven't even heard what. Y'all haven't seen me in over fucking 15 years. Over 15 years. So, y'all don't know me like that. For real. No more. So, I used to be this way. Yeah. Y'all don't know me though. Like that. So, I'm coming off a brand new leaf. So, I don't want to put that shit on my page with my family members and shit. You listen to the information, you like it, and I did get my YouTube out to some of my family members. Don't just show that, and I'm telling y'all that listen to some of my shit. Don't just show that to anybody. Just because he's like, oh, he got YouTube, blah blah blah. 'Cause they might not understand this shit for one. They probably just write off as schizophrenic babble. It's two, they're not gonna study none of the shit I'm talking about. They're not gonna look up shit. They rather look up who's winning the game than study some shit about the books I show, Astro Travel or Astrodynamics. You know what I'm saying? Astrodynamics. Shit, they don't care. So it's a waste of time. You wasting your time, you wasting their time. So that's a warning. I'm just letting y'all know. I will not accept certain friends requests. And I made sure I didn't put my picture up there. Cause I don't want my picture to pop up and they see me up there and then start sending me friend requests and I start denying them motherfuckers. Cause I'm like, what the fuck are you doing on this page? But if you on this page and you know what I'm saying, you got understanding of what I'm talking about and you ain't gonna be judgmental, then yeah, I'm gonna accept it. But I don't wanna have you shipped and shit. Yeah, I said I don't care if you shipping the shit through the family, but just understand, don't judge me. You're not Jesus. Jesus effect. That's the Jesus effect. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's up. That Facebook is up now. I haven't did nothing on it yet. I think this might be the first video. Maybe I'm gonna put this one up on there. I'm gonna probably put it on YouTube too. But I'm gonna put this one up on there and just see how it go. If I even know, I don't even think I know how, but I'm gonna try. And that's just gonna be all information, all the information. I'm gonna just put all my information up on that Facebook, like little shit, like certain pictures and shit, of my knowledge of the study of the study. It's gonna be just like a study Facebook. You know what I'm saying? It's not for. It's gonna be some shits and giggles. I tried to be funny in this video. I don't know if I was funny enough for people. People think I'm bland anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I got 12 subscribers. I don't even got 12 friends. Shit, whoever y'all 12 subscribers are, shit, let me know who y'all are, because I don't even got 12 fucking friends. Shit, y'all see every video I put up. Y'all might not watch all of them, but shit, I got enough views. Shit, I'm excited with that. I'm digging deep. I'm probably gonna put more of the comic book stuff on there too, cause I'm still reading the comic books. I made sure I kept them down. I'm go through them every night during the day. I've been relaxing. For the past couple of days. I'm gonna get back to my hustle of my studying probably tomorrow, mostly. You know what I'm saying? Get it in. Get the time in, get it in. Well, I got the time. I normally would be in the house by now, but I'm enjoying this, because I really didn't have no idea what I was going to talk about, and I'm glad this came out. Some spiritual shit. It's not really spiritual, because this already been talked about by other people, but I just wanted to come from my point of view and my lane. And I'm about to end this right, because enough was said. Shit, I could keep going. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all I could be doing 3-4 hour videos, but ain't nobody gonna watch that shit. Like I told y'all, I watch a fucking 3 hour video. You know, but most of these niggas just ask, what is it? Aspinine. I don't know. What's that word? It's an A word. These niggas only like, they like, I mean, that's how my mind is with sports. I can't watch the whole fucking game or nothing. I can't sit there and watch every play. I can watch the highlights, and I fast forward through that shit. That's how niggas are. I want to see the good shit. I just watch the highlights though. And I told you I don't watch sports no more. I could have predicted all this shit. I got paid. Just throwing a couple of dollars on a certain team. But I don't even watch the shit. I didn't even know who was in the finals. I didn't know none of that shit. Especially if I would have seen the teams. Now that I know who the teams was, I would have already predicted who the fuck was going to win. You know, sometimes they want to make it longer. But you already be knowing who the fuck going to win. So, check out that Facebook. I don't know when that pamphlet gonna come out. I want to do that shit. I want some artwork in there. I might get the kids to draw some shit, draw some pictures and shit to make it entertaining. I don't know how much that shit gonna cost. If I gotta spend a whole lot of money into that, I'm still not gonna charge that much for it because it's important information I need to get out there. It's not like it's for $1. It's not for $1. Because if that was the case, I'd be subscribing people to take certain medicines. I mean, just like I said, ain't nothing wrong with taking medicine, but it's not for $1. If it helps, it helps. If it don't, it don't. Give it to the next person walking down the street or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Buy for a family member. Buy for a loved one. Buy for a mate. You know what I'm saying? Buy for a nephew or aunt, uncle, whatever. But as a people, we need to get it right. This is the time. It's our time, man. We in a golden age. We need to get it together. We can't just be out here just moving with the wind and whatever next event happens. Waiting for some shit to go down. It's a very powerful time we in, because we just had the lineup of them planets, and I just seen it. I think that was on the 22nd or 23rd. We just had them planets line up. We just had bring almost all the planets line up, and I was seeing fucking Mars in the sky, and I was just wondering why the fuck is that right there? I know what Mars look like. Why the fuck is Mars sitting right here? But I wasn't looking at the whole sky. I was just looking in one part. So I was like, what is going on? This look like Mars. And you know how they try to show you what Mars look like when Mars is here. So I knew it was Mars because it was red. But I was like, why is it here? And then I found out like a day later that we was coming up on the alignment of all the planets. So that was a powerful energy. That shit calmed me down. Like, I was turned up a couple of days ago before that. I'm so calm now. Like, pay attention to your dreams. And I'm just talking. Shit, I might make this 2:30. I think so. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put this on Facebook. Cause niggas on YouTube ain't gonna watch this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas. I ain't talking about my subscribers. I love my subscribers I got. I don't even know who y'all are. But keep it going. You know what I'm saying? I might throw this video up. I'm gonna listen to this. It's 2 hours long already, so if I finish listening to this, y'all won't see it up for a couple of hours or tomorrow morning. 12:09 right now, so if I start listening to this, I won't be done till 3, and I'm gonna probably fall asleep before I even finish listening to it. But hold up real quick. Oh, this shit's crazy. I'm just screaming and all that. that shit out here. So yeah, I keep saying I'm gonna keep it going for 10 more minutes, and I fucking keep going. I might keep it going till 2:30, and then I'm gonna cut it off. Somebody fucking wilding around this motherfucker. They yelling and shit. Because I'm warning you now, like, we in a calm before we not even in a calm before the storm. It's already a storm. Gas prices high, food high, everything high. So niggas already bugged the fuck out. Ain't gonna probably get no better from here. It's gonna probably have the appearance to get better, but then it's gonna get worse. So, first thing you do, get your kids in check, get your family members in check, make sure the adults okay. I can't tell them to stay off the news, cause that's what's gonna bug motherfuckers the fuck out. Like they're gonna scare you on the news first, or they're gonna scare you, and then you gonna lose it. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, we been like they already got another V out here that's fucking traveling around fucking people up. The MP, you know what I'm saying? I don't say no names because I understand put this shit on these platforms. They might take it down. I really don't want them to take this down. But I'm scared for that. I'm not scared for it. But, I mean, every time they show a picture of that shit, they always show a black person. I mean, not every time, but most pictures I've been seeing, because the shit's over there in the UK, but most pictures I've seen, they say it hit homosexuals, and you know they always ties to that homosexual shit. And all the pictures that were shown was black people with the shit. And they said it's, of course, everything comes from Africa. You know what I'm saying? We've been on this, just think like this. Black people been on this earth, and y'all gonna say, well, 2,000 years because what the Bible said. Come on, man. White people older than that, and they know it was shit before them. So, come on, man. Cut that out. But we've been on this planet for millions of years. That's what I'm going. That's my assumption. Yeah, millions of years. That's what I say. Or I think, or the history of shit we done found, or they done found, and they got pottery older than 2,000 years old. They got forks older than 2,000 years old. So we've been on this fucking planet for, even if you don't want to say million, hundreds of thousands of years, right? We've been having sex on this fucking planet to reproduce populations. And we never had no diseases to wipe us out. I don't even want to talk about this shit because this about to get real to the left. So if you think you know where I'm about to go when I say that, just take that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not even going to... Just think like that. We've been on this for thousands or hundreds of years. No, we had medicine men and shit like that. But we've been on this for hundreds of thousands of years, millions of years or whatever. We had no sexually transmitted disease that was basically known to man before recent history comes and I don't want to say conquer us, but come on now, we didn't have none of that. Y'all get what I'm saying now, but that's all I'm gonna say. Come on, man. Now everything just comes from Africa, though, and I believe, and I'm not I'm not saying I'm not an Africa fan, but I just believe a lot of that shit is a load of bullshit. And I will go deep on you know what, but I'm not even gonna do that. And I believe we come from here as far as Americans. I don't believe in that out of Africa theory. So there's no real reason for me to defend it. Well, you sell your daughter, your baby mom. Yeah, but I'm not really defending them either. It's really no point. You know what I'm saying? I told you where their family said they come from. You could believe it or not. Matter of fact, did I put that video up? Oh, I think that's in this video. I don't know where I said that. Damn. I'm gonna see when I go back and listen to this. I did say it. It's either in the last video I did or it was this video. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm about to end it though. I'm gonna just go on for 4 more minutes. 2:30. I'm gonna end it for sure. Probably go in the house and watch an old superhero movie or something. Probably watch The Amazing Spider-Man. Even though I really like number 2 better of Amazing Spider-Man. Number 1 was shitty, but I want to watch no more because I really wasn't paying attention in that movie. Like when I first watch movies, I don't watch it for that sign. I'm not decoding that shit. I mean, I kinda am at the same time. Like, did you hear what he said? Like, I hear that shit, but then when I go back and watch it again, I get more of the gist. Like, I'm about to go off topic, like to old movies. Do y'all remember the movie with the dude from the Mighty Ducks and Van Rains, People Under the Stairs? That's some random ass shit. I don't know what making me bring this up. People Under the Stairs. It was a movie like they broke into some rich people's houses, started finding like they was trying to rob them. And they got trapped. But it was like abandoned foster kids with their tongues cut off and shit. That was damn near, they couldn't talk or nothing. And they was living in the house. Do y'all remember that movie? If you from the hood, you seen that movie. And at the end they found the gold and shit. The nigga name was Food. They called him Food. His name, the little black boy from Mighty Ducks, his name was Food. Food. I have no idea what made me bring that up. But that was one of my favorite movies. People Under the Stairs. I wish I could find that on Netflix, because if I go in on Netflix or Prime and find that movie, that's what I'm watching. These niggas was fucking kidnapping kids. I mean, isn't that kind of what we're dealing with now? Like, they was kidnapping. What the I'm trying to remember what the fuck was they doing that for, because they never really said. They had a daughter, and she wasn't under the stairs. She was like helping the people under the stairs. And the dude name was Roach. One of the people from under the stairs. And then I guess they killed them. I can't remember. I think, did they kill them? And then they end up finding gold and shit, like gold coins and shit. Cause they was in there to rob the house. Like him and Van Rames was in there to rob the house, but he stayed alive. And him and the little white girl was basically helping the people under the stairs. And these motherfuckers like grown ass teenagers, grown ass men. And I guess he seen all of them. And they was all white. That was another. I ain't saying that guy ain't anything to do with anything, but it was. I don't know if they was kidnapped. I don't know if they was kidnapping them. But who the fuck was the? I don't think they ever really explained who the fuck they was. They just let them live under the stairs or in the walls and shit. Well, Roach lived in the walls, but the rest of them was under the stairs, like in the basement and some secret chamber. And they was keeping them in the secret chamber. That was some creepy ass shit. I told y'all my scary movies changed. Like what I thought was scary movies of people wearing masks and shit changed when Saw came out. Cause that lets you know the sadistic white mind. That's when you got introduced to the sadistic. And what's that other movie? It's another movie that's like Saw. I think it was like Saw. Hostel. Was it Hostel? When they do an auction or whatever. And around that year, I was like almost in my 20s when the movie started coming out. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, movies changed. That's when horror movies changed from Michael Myers and them to that sadistic, white, crazy. Like to me, the shit just came out of nowhere. All them stories, all that type of movie shit. I'm like, is this like a thing? Do they do this? Do they like really auction off motherfucking people and shit? Do they put people on machines and make them fight for their lives and kill them? Like, all that shit was like new to me. And I guess I said white people don't really have no creativity or whatever. But is that really creativity if they really doing some type of shit in real life like that? Is that like really creativity of them making those movies and they really doing that shit? Because that was some new shit to me. Like, I thought that was a new level of horror. Because I watched another level of horror and that was new to me too, and it was 22 millimeters. If y'all watched 22 millimeters with Nicolas Cage, and I heard that was based on some real shit. Snuff films and shit. Like, it was based on, like, they, I guess, have sex with somebody and then kill them at the end of the... That's what I think a snuff film is. You have sex with them, like, you put the little gimp suit on, or the little black sex suit. You know how they're having a suit with their face covered up, but their tongue be out and all that weird freaky leather shit, and then you kill them at the end. Snuff films, that's what they called them. And on 20 millimeter, it was like, I think that was 20 millimeter, and he found out that the film was real. I can't remember that movie, that was a minute ago, but that type of shit changed the horror game to me. It changed. I'm gonna have to, matter of fact, I'm about to end this one and go in on that. That's what I'm about to do. Alright, I'm about to end it right now and then go back in.